So it's day 55 and I'm currently sitting at 1375, and this is after me withdrawing successfully 1111. Now in the real world I'm actually on like day 60 something, so I'm catching up. But this is what you got to understand: the world is shifting and you got to pay attention to the details of what's going on. Otherwise you miss it, or you fall victim to thinking things are a scam that are really positioning and posturing you to be ahead of the times, and you early adopting things that will later be adopted in the future. You can be ahead. I heard somebody in BG Wealth sharing say, listen, when I first joined it, she joined over a year ago, bought a home with BG Wealth sharing, things of that nature, and she was like, I didn't want to miss my second Bitcoin. That's how she looked at BG Wealth sharing upon getting enrolled. She didn't want to miss her second Bitcoin. And that kind of spoke volumes. I was like, definitely this could be that. And I know I initially didn't join when I first heard it, but I was like, nah, let me go ahead and take action. So that's what I did, and that's what I've been documenting. Now, this is not financial advice. All of the disclaimers are down below, so you can make sure that you don't say I'm guaranteeing anything. But if you're thinking about BG Wealth sharing, I want you to just look at all of the details, and then you decide for yourself based on the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, whatever you hear, and you decide for you. That's up to you. And if you need somewhere, to lay your head at and get enrolled, then I got a link down below that you can get enrolled, or somebody who you might have heard about my page through, you can enroll directly through them if they shared this video with you. However, if you discover my page organically, then it's a link down below that you can get enrolled in, very simply. And if you're already part of BG Wealth Sharing, it's a system that you can use that can help you. Now, what am I talking about? Charles Schwab jumping in the game of crypto trading, opening up a spot trading so people can start trading their crypto. So you got to look at the fact that big money is jumping into the spaces of crypto trading. This is not new. It's just new for Charles Schwab. Other platforms have been doing it as well. But why is that important? And why is BG Wealth Sharing so different? You see, BG Wealth Sharing is what I see being an entity that's trying to put people over profits. They have a system that's working, that's getting high success rates in terms of daily wins, and tracking it and compounding and putting people in a position to not know a thing about trading, not have to learn the charts, learn about the falling wedge and the bull flags and the head and shoulders and all of these things. They don't have to know a thing about reading the charts. They can just copy and paste and benefit from the success of someone else. Now, if you still want to learn those things, you're not held back from learning how to trade. However, if you got a copy and trading option available, why not have some of your money sitting over there and you just copy and paste the trades while you learn? That's just a thought of mine. Now, I said that to say this: when it comes to Charles Schwab having a spot trading, option, and then other platforms that do the same thing, are they doing it for the people, or are they doing it for themselves? Of course, having the option to spot trade is good for those who understand trading. But they know from a percentage standpoint, majority of the people are not going to have that level of success. So the house will always win. They just don't want to miss out on the money that can come from it, the fees that can come from it, if enough people are trading crypto on a regular basis. So to me, it doesn't say that they're looking out for the everyday individual. Why would they? They haven't like that all along. But now they're introducing something that we're already doing in BG Wealth Sharing, but just from an easy mechanism. Now, Charles Schwab has benefited people from an angle of giving retail investors the ability to invest, as well as any other platform. So I'm not here to say they've done nothing, but BG Wealth Sharing is different because it's a peer-to-peer form of marketing that allows individuals who are members to share the ability for others to become members with those who want it, and leave the decision in their hands, meaning that it's up to them to decide, hey, this is something I want to try it as well. I see you're earning your 1.2% daily. I'm interested in doing that as well. I seen you doubled your money. I seen you made a withdrawal. I seen you bought this, bought that, did this, did that, went here, went there. They want to benefit once they see that you're actually winning and having success. That's a peer-to-peer marketing plan that I think can last for a lifetime, because word of mouth marketing is the best marketing there is. So why not have something that incentivizes those who introduce you to the platform? To me, it just makes sense. Not a guarantee. Anything can happen. Yes, it's risky, but the upside is strong. So I chose, as many others who've been in the comments, chose to ride the fact that the upside is strong. Now, knowing that big money is getting into crypto trading, you should take a different angle if you are on the fence and say, you know what, it's something to crypto trading and why they want to get in it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have spent their time doing whatever it took to get to that place, number one. Number two, is it highly likely that everybody who just starts doing the crypto trading on these platforms that offer it are going to have a high success rate? That's a skill that you develop and you learn, because a lot of times you're up against big money. They call new money or retail investors dumb money in often cases, because they know how to move the markets, and do certain things. And now you thought you was finna get the money, but they've extracted it because they understand that, most people are not going to be profitable or disciplined or develop the skill over time, long term, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, all the things. But BG Wealth Sharing is positioning people to not have to learn those things, but pour into the individuals who are growing their network by sharing it. And they win on the back end because it's business. They win off of fees and things of that nature when it's time to make withdrawal. We win off of doing the copy trade, making it very simple, easy, so that anybody can do it. And now we're able to win by being incentivized for sharing it, on top of the daily copy and paste trades that we get, 2 a day depending on what level you're on, 3 a day depending on what level you're on, and that helps drastically multiply your money as well. But just pay attention to what's going on. Don't just look at the negative headlines, because true due diligence, because a lot of people say I do my due diligence, I got to do some more research, etc. But true research, true due diligence is looking at the good and the bad, and you making a decision of your own based on those things. Some people will see BG Wealth Sharing, see the negative headlines, say, no, I can't do it. It said it was a scam. It said this. And they don't do any contrasting. Simple contrasting. Simple comparing analysis of, hey, okay, this is what they said, but what are the people on the inside saying? They said people won't be able to withdraw their money. But I've heard tons of testimonies of people in the comments saying that they were able to withdraw their money. Do I believe this headline? Or I believe real people who are actually doing it? That's up to you to decide. I'm not here to tell you either way or sway you any way. I just want you to decide. Okay, the people who are saying this, does it benefit them in any way for a company like BG Wealth to be viewed upon as risky, scammy, things of that nature? That's up to you to decide. Because what entity that has not necessarily put people in a position that BG Wealth Sharing is putting people in a position to be in would want something like BG Wealth Sharing to succeed and create as much wealth across as many countries and as many people as BG Wealth Sharing has the potential to do? Who would want to see that and not want to slow down the momentum of that? In that place, what I'm referring to are the people who are making these negative reviews, these entities. What they want, broad wealth being shared to this degree, to this magnitude. So if you ask yourself these questions, you might find yourself in a place where you're like, you know what, let me give this a try. What can it hurt? Now, don't invest your last. If it's your rent money, things of that nature, don't do that. But if it's something that you want to strongly consider, because you know that you want to be on a different path to accumulating and multiplying and compounding your wealth, then we welcome you with open arms. We don't down you. We don't knock you. We hear all the negative. We even salute that. There's people in the comments that said, I thank for those who are in BG Wealth Sharing. I also thank the haters. So we're not, coming with negative energy, because we know that energy is one of those things that comes back to you. You put negative energy out, it comes back in some way, shape, form, fashion. You put positive, uplifting, empowerment energy out there, that comes back to you as well. So over here, the culture is win-win scenarios, and we want to create win-win scenarios for you as well as ourselves, regardless of who says what. But pay attention to big money and what big money is doing, because big money is doing certain things that we're really ahead of if you truly understand the place that you're at. And even if you're not in BG, you had a potential to get ahead of big money, because at certain point, the people will speak. If it's enough people who love this model, you will see all of these other entities begin to follow. That's all I got. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.